Hello, and welcome back. Frejid here. So, I'm still using the Isabella texture pack, and after the last episode, didn't get a whole lot of comments on it, but I got a couple. Let's see. The biggest complaint was, actually thinking back on it, I'm not sure I understood it. But the complaint was that the connected textures made it harder to see microblocks, and I may have just misunderstood what was being said, but the connected textures only work on vanilla blocks. So this is one big vanilla window pane, and those are vanilla glass blocks, and that's where the connected textures are making it look like one big piece of glass. But if you notice inside here, those are all RedPower microblock glass covers, and they don't get connected. So you can still see each individual microblock. And that's just because the connected textures doesn't know anything about RedPower. So none of the RedPower stuff is going to get that, which is fine with me. But so I'm hoping that maybe that was just some confusion. You'll still see all the microblocks. The connected textures has nothing to do with the microblocks. The other thing, which was actually my own complaint, no one else really complained about this, but I thought it looked a little too dark on YouTube. So I've basically I went in and I removed, there was a vignette around the edge of the screen, around this part of the screen, that was making it a lot darker. And it's still there, but it's not nearly as dark now. I just lightened that up a bit, as that's just part of the Isabella texture pack. Also, I raised the brightness level in Minecraft to 66%, I think. I think in the last video it was closer to, it might have been actually all the way down to moody. So I'm hoping that'll help with the brightness. And again, I'm not against going back to the old to Xena Contendi, which is what I'd been using before. But the more I play with this pack, the more I really like it. So I'm hoping it'll work out. But if not, that's okay. What else? Oh, I did modify the ScottKillen RedPower textures for Isabella a little bit, and I might be releasing those at some point if anybody wants them. I added the RedPower pre-release 4E stuff to it, and I also I changed the marble quite a bit. The default marble was a lot more yellow and more contrasty, and I made it kind of closer to Elrum's colors and a little bit less contrast. Changed some of the ores a little bit too, but not a whole lot. Nikolite changed more than anything else. This is a new bridge that I was playing around with. I guess you've been seeing that here, and I haven't shown it to you. And I don't have a good way to get up there right now, and it doesn't go anywhere. It's just there for decoration at the moment. This is how I get over here, by the way. A little precarious. I've only fallen a few times. Man. Let me get this slime really quick. I'm glad that slimes don't mess up the wiring. Like, it's okay that they're here. It's just annoying. As long as I don't knock out the wiring while I'm trying to kill them. Okay, so here's our bridge. Eventually we'll have something over here and something on the other side. But I wanted to kind of keep the motif I had going with the covers over the lights, with the lava lights down below, but use glowstone instead here. And then I just sort of put up a railing, and that's all using microblocks. Actually, the entire bridge is made out of microblocks. And I kind of like how it turned out. So it'll be nicer when it actually goes somewhere, but I got tired of just having the one little obsidian bridge down there and wanted to start adding a little more. So here it is. Let me know what you think of it. It's mostly safe. That's why these railings are so high. But you can, I think it's maybe this way. If you push towards the corner, it is possible to kind of get over, like right here. But maybe you have to be running. I don't remember. But yeah, it's pretty safe, which is important when it's up that high. I'm running out of storage room. I always knew that this wouldn't be enough space, but it's lasted quite a while. And now I'm finding that I'm having to group a lot of things together that don't go together in my head, like all the sort of precious gems with dyes and plants and TNT over here, just because I'm running out of space in a lot of other, like all three of these are almost full with cobblestone now. I've got the iron blocks and gold blocks with wool and mossy stone. Like I'd like to have separate it out a little bit more. So I need to build a bigger storage room, and that also means I'll probably want to RedPower it up a little more with some sort of sorting. Like I think it would be kind of cool to have like a central shaft somewhere, just a big open hole on either side. I'm not sure which side, maybe both, where I can just sort of toss stuff down into it, and that stuff would get sucked in to a transposer and then sorted and put into the right chests. And if not that, then at least have like a chest somewhere, like a deposit chest somewhere, sort of like this one, where I can just go to it, open it up, put some stuff inside, and it'll all get taken care of and sorted in the right place. That's kind of a big project, and I haven't thought about it too much yet. It won't fit here, so I'd have to put the new storage area maybe over in this area, something more central. It'd also be kind of nice if it was up a little higher, but then we've got the enchanting room up there, so I'm not sure yet where I'm going to put it. Let's see, what else have we done around here? I put in the mag tubes. So here's an accelerator. We've got a slime up above us, don't we? Yep. I used to have a chest over here, if you remember. Now it goes into an accelerator and into a mag tube. And this mag tube goes all the way down to above the furnaces. You can see it exposed up there a little bit. And I'll show you how I'm powering this. Because I'm not sending a whole lot of items through here, it doesn't need a whole lot of power. I'm only getting one item every once in a while, one or two items when something falls. And I haven't seen anybody fall in a while. That's kind of weird. So we have a thermopile here. Let's get rid of all this. So this thermopile has water underneath and 4 torches on the other 4 sides that are not attached to the accelerator. Each torch provides a heat value of 5 and the water provides a cold value of 25, so it's not a whole lot of power, but it's just enough to keep this going. And actually, in my test world, I was able to keep this going with a timer that was sending an item through every 0.85 seconds. And this is obviously a lot slower than that, so it should be plenty of power to keep it going as long as I need it to. If I ever start, if I hook this side of it up to a chest and want to start sending a lot more items through or stacks through or something like that, then it'll need more power. But for now, that's plenty. Oh, that was weird. Hit the torch, I guess. Okay. So that's that. It doesn't really go anywhere yet. It just goes all the way down to this sort of makeshift room with a chest in it. And I've got the dirt there, which is also temporary, of course. And here we go. Here's our chest. It's collecting quite a bit of stuff. You do need an accelerator at the other end of the mag tube just to get items back down into a normal tube. But it doesn't have to be powered if it's the output. If I want to start sending stuff down to the other side, of course, I'll have to power this too. And I'm not going to go all the way down there, but that's just a big mag tube that goes all the way down where I showed you. So this probably won't come down this far if I end up putting the storage area in the middle there, but for now it's just over here to make it easier to pick up. Oh yeah, you sort of saw this when I came up the stairs earlier, but I have a fancy new potion room. Isn't this beautiful? It's If you remember, this is the first place I tried to put the snow making machine, and since we're in the desert biome, I couldn't do that. I only had 4 blaze rods that I've collected so far, and I just made them all into potion stands. And I've got my water source and the chest with all the ingredients. And all I've really been making so far are the splash potions of harm for use in the spider room. Oh, by the way, since we're here, I mentioned this before, is the sort of disenchanting station where you can put an enchanted item in here and break it to unenchant it. Well, they fixed that in Minecraft 1.2.4, I think. So I'm still on 1.2.3 because that's what RedPower is on. But when we update, that will no longer work. And you'll notice the spider XP farm has changed quite a bit. Had to modify it with a new patch to get it to still work, but it works pretty well still. This whole area has been flattened out, and now we have one path coming from that room off to the side here, and it's sort of a direct shot, and another path kind of coming diagonally this way from the other room, whereas before they were both sort of meeting in the middle and trying to come down this way. This is because with the changes to spider behavior, they're much it's much tougher to push them with water. They're able to swim against the current, and they just sort of make a beeline straight for you. So you want to make the path that they have to take to get to you as straight as possible, without too many, winding corners and up and down slopes or anything like that. Which is what I've done here. So I stand here, turn on the machine, and they come right to me. It took a bit of work to get all this to work correctly. A lot of trial and error. I'd turn it on like this and a spider would get caught in the corner over here, so I put a new water source back to push them this way, and then we had spiders getting caught up above over here, so I had to put another piston down there, kind of like in the previous one, that'll close that off when I do the crushing to keep them from coming in here and getting stuck. What else? Both of these streams coming in was interfering with each other, and so I had to make this one come in at the lower level. We can see it better from down below. So this one comes in at this level, and that one comes in up above it. And that way, and there's a sign right there above the transposer, so there is an airspace there, but it's not too big of a deal. They still typically go up, especially if I'm standing up above. And this way they can fall on each other and the water doesn't push back down this way. You heard a spider die back here. I've added... Oh, you can't see it because the light's off. This was in... I had done a lot of this work, and then I saw a tutorial from Exumavoid, a newer one, that addresses a lot of the ways to fix your spider spawner with the new patches. And one of them was to add a... see if we can do this without getting killed. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, get me out of here. Yeah, so I had to add a water source up in the corner here so that any of the spiders that go in, that don't go in and climb up the wall instead will just drown. And it doesn't happen very often. There's one in the other room as well, but it does happen. So I'll show you, turn it back on here. And if we look at the map, bring this up. So it's kind of easy to see the spiders on the map. Obviously there are a bunch right below me here. You see those in the left room just spawned, and then you can watch them coming in. And the right room should spawn pretty soon. It's a good way to tell how things are working. If one of them does get stuck in the corner, you'll see the little red dot staying over there instead of coming in underneath you. And the way I know that the drowning trap is really working is that the red dot will disappear after a few seconds. So it works pretty well. As you can see, we've already got 45 or so spiders here, and if I let it sit here or go AFK for 10 or 15 minutes, it'll get up to 300 or 400. Maybe that's closer to 20 minutes. The frame rate gets really bad at that point, but I'm still able to come over here and hit the crush button. I'll show you as soon as these guys come in. So we hit the crush button. The bottom piston comes in down there to block any of the other spiders coming in, and that piston comes up to block spiders coming from this direction. Then we stand over here, throw a potion to kill them all, collect all our experience. It's been a lot better having the potions as well. I used to sit here and punch them all, but I'm really glad I switched to the potions because it's so much easier. And then even with the extremely low frame rates of having hundreds of them die and all the XP coming in, I can still just go AFK while I'm collecting all the experience and not worry about it. So, oh, and I didn't show you this either. I tried to make a little design on the floor from up here of a spider. It looks a lot better actually in this texture pack than it does in Xenocontendi. I think it's just the way the bricks work with the marble bricks and the smooth marble. I think look a lot better for this kind of design. Not that they don't look good in Xenocontendi, don't get me wrong. Oh yeah, also this whole back area is a little different because I had to move everything around. You can still see everything coming back through the tubes here. I've still got this backflow storage area, and this still exists to come back here and see the other room. So I've done a little bit of work around this bridge over here. I made a pathway up to it, just because I didn't like having it off on its own. I also put some stone panels here just to have them kind of push out from the wall a little bit, give it a little bit of texture. And then yeah, here's our pathway up. This is almost all completely covered in Microblocks. And then I made a little area over here as well, but it doesn't go anywhere. There's nothing over here just yet. But the Microblocks here, I actually covered the entire ceiling with marble panels just for something different, so that it didn't look like a full block at the top. And these are, you can't cut up the glowstone, but the nether brick is like a panel less than a full block, so I think that's called a triple panel. You make that with a slab and a panel, put them together in your crafting area, and you get a triple panel. So these go all the way down in a nice little pattern, sort of recessed in. I kind of like it. And then the stairs are made out of slabs, because there are no stairs for these blocks, but slabs work just like stairs. Or actually, they're more like half blocks in this case. But you could make stairs out of them if you wanted. But I've been trying to stick with half blocks because actually I haven't tested it with Microblocks, but the normal half blocks you can keep sprinting as you go up. Yeah, and this still works. So that's kind of nice. And yeah, I don't know if this next bit is going to be boring for you guys, but I'm kind of tired of looking at all the ores and everything around here, and so I'm going to try and clean some of this up. And the reason I'm doing this on camera is because it doesn't require a whole lot of thought, and I have a little bit of a soapbox that I want to get on and complain about something. So I guess I'll go ahead and get started with that. So this is about a day or so after something happened on the Minecraft forum thread for RedPower. I'm not exactly sure how that forum is moderated, but basically this short bit story is Ellerin made a post in her thread for RedPower about something that happened, I don't know exactly what, with some other modder saying something. I don't know. I'm not trying to spread a rumor here. I'm just saying there was a post. It's been deleted now about something that was causing Ellerum to be unhappy. Okay, and I kind of realized that I've never really said anything personally about how much I appreciate the work she's done for this mod. I mean, obviously I love this mod. This mod is pretty much the biggest reason I keep playing Minecraft, and so I just thought it'd be nice to leave a note for her in her thread, because I don't really post in the forums very often, if at all. Even though I've been reading that thread for quite a while. So I spent about, I don't know, an hour trying to formulate some kind of like coherent message that expressed my feelings about the mod and how much I appreciate what she's done for the community. And I was pretty happy with it. It seemed like a pretty good note. Boy, there's a lot more up here than I thought. It's gonna take a while. Okay. Anyway, but I didn't save it or anything. I just, you know, posted it to the thread, and this was pretty late at night for me, and then I went to sleep. And when I got up the next day, I found out that it had been completely deleted, and that was pretty disappointing to me. I guess the moderators didn't like the conversation that was going on about it. I don't know. I don't feel like my post in particular had anything, you know, against any rules. I didn't I mean, I did say that, like, there's a reason that I play this mod and not other mods, and that it might have something to do with the personalities behind the other mods. But I wasn't thinking of anyone in particular when I said that. And I don't, like I said, I don't really know the details of what started this whole thing in the first place. I don't know who the other modders were. It doesn't really matter. But the reason I wanted to bring all this up is because I feel like I was censored without any warning or good reason. And I even posted another message afterwards saying, like, I'm disappointed that my message was deleted, but I hope Ellerum got a chance to read it before it was gone. And that message got deleted too. I don't know. That really kind of was like, this is going too far, guys. So yeah, needless to say, I don't know how much I'll be posting on the Minecraft forums anymore. It's already kind of difficult to read those forums a lot of the time. The RedPower thread is not too bad, but some of the threads are a little bit, well, not my kind of forum anyway. But I was disappointed that I genuinely was just trying to, like, publicly thank Ellerum for what she's done, and I don't feel like I was insulting to anyone, but I was censored, and so were a lot of other people. It wasn't just me. And I know that there are rules and policies put in place for these forums, but that just seemed to me to be too far, like I said. Anyway, I guess that's all I had to say about it. I just figured that it's really too bad if Ellerum didn't see it, I guess. Because I'm sure she, well, I'm not sure. I doubt that she watches these Let's Play videos. And but Ellerum, if you are watching this, this is my official thank you. Thank you for making this mod. Um, whatever I wrote, I know it was a lot more eloquent than that, but I don't really remember the specifics. Oh, I keep doing that. It's a good thing I've got my Feather Falling 4 boots on, because I actually fell from about up in there all the way down to the bottom, and it only took a few hearts off. I was very happy about that. Alright, well this is going to take a while, and I'm sure it's going to be boring to watch, and it doesn't really have anything to do with RedPower. So I'll stop recording here, but I just wanted to get on the soapbox a little bit and get my thoughts out, because I know they won't be deleted if I put them in a video. Alright, it's looking a lot better now. And the smooth stone is a little bit boring, but I think it looks better than having just random ores everywhere. Yeah, I'm liking it better. And, you know, things will start looking better as we build more things around, more walkways, more sort of open balconies and buildings like this. It's just gonna take some time. I'll tell you one thing for sure though. The next time I start a new map, I am going to look at the slime chunks before I decide on a base. Because I'm getting so sick of these things. Like, there's just no rest. It's just constantly... Oh no! Okay. Oh good. Oh, this is not good at all. Alright. Ah, let me out! Let me out! Oh, do I have another water? I do. Okay, face up for the water. Try and swim up into it. It's not working. What am I underneath? Oh my gosh. I can't tell what's above me here. Something. Did I must have fallen underneath the lava or something. Like underneath the obsidian. I have no idea. Oh god. Man, what did I lose? Lots of stuff. That is why those microblocks over the lava are kind of dangerous. That's only happened to me once before. Usually it doesn't happen. But yeah, man, I don't even know which one I fell in. One of these. Obviously the water didn't destroy it. And yeah, I don't really get what happened either, because every single one of these, I'm pretty sure. I thought that when I made all of these, I put a block underneath every single one of them to make sure that if I fell in, I could jump back out again. But that apparently doesn't do the trick. So yeah, I mean, I usually try and avoid them as I'm walking around, just in case something like that happens. But I guess I got caught up killing those stupid slimes. Alright, well, I just lost... Actually, I didn't lose that much stuff. I lost some pretty good tools, but I've got plenty backed up from all the enchanting I've been doing. Well, I think I have a pretty good sword here too. Not a good bow, but that's okay. My armor wasn't awesome. Anyway, I think I'm about out of time for this episode. Feels like I didn't get a whole lot done this time. I guess I was doing a lot of talking, but next time I have some ideas for stuff I want to do. I just have to find the time to do it. I'm gonna try a new schedule of recording. But do you see what I mean about the slimes? Look, slimes over here. And it wouldn't bother me quite so much if they didn't make such annoying noise. I just can't stand it. Anyway, I'm gonna try a new schedule, recording more often, but in shorter bursts, and then hopefully I can edit that together on the weekends and get more videos out there. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.